Now let's see in this video how actually Hungarians live in their country. Like I say, this is a landlocked country and I am curious actually how the average citizen actually live in this country. And we're gonna look pretty much in Google Street View to see exactly. Look at this. When you have this picture right here, but also pretty much in all the Europe except Ukraine and Belarus, I would say. Pretty much look at this. Every single street in those countries are pretty much made with Google Street View, so you can have a very well picture how actually people live there. So we're gonna start here. I think this is the capital. This is Budapest. So let's see how actually it looks here. So at the first look, I would say, especially like I say, first look from this image, it's well maintained. They have some construction here, so clearly they're in development. 2022 is already in pandemic year, so yeah, this guy doesn't wear a mask, so good for him. Probably it wasn't mandatory, let's say. Yeah, probably there was a mandatory by this time, which it's how it's supposed to be from the first, but we got all that mess. Look at this, Audi taxis, I think. Wow, that's something you don't see every day. Yeah, I would say streets pretty nice, clean, organized. I have no idea what kind of bike was that. It looks nice, green stuff. Looks like, that's what I say in the first video that I make about population. Hungary is one of those country at the, how should I say this, they are the transition country from the western to the eastern one, I would say, because they are not exclusively, I would say, an Eastern European country by look, judging by the look right now, but also they have more elements from the Western European countries. It seems that clearly there was a huge empire at some point, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, but yeah, it looks nice. You can't deny it. I don't care what you say about them, but it looks very nice here. I never was there. Probably I want to go in one day. Who knows? But I never got there. But it looks nice. This is not a great picture, but you can see at night how nice it looks. So yeah, they got lucky, let's say, with positioning here, I would say, but especially in Budapest. But yeah, nothing bad, 100%. Now let's go in the not so central area. Those buildings, I absolutely hate them. They have no place in any country, in any city, in any architecture point. They're just purely communist architecture, but luckily they're not one of those huge giant ones like 8, 9, 10, 100 story buildings. So that's a good thing. That's actually something very nice. But they have some hills here in, let's say, Budapest, or around it. I'm not sure exactly. It probably is not the border with the city, but very close to it. Yeah, a lot of cars. When I see those things, I don't like it, I have to say, because I believe cars should stay indoor everybody yards, but probably they don't have that much space, so yeah, it's nothing much you can do about it. And streets should remain clean without don't see cars. Nobody likes to see cars. I hate those houses. That's so many storage stores. It's just, my opinion, pointless. But people used to like those things right now. So I am a fan of the house with just level floor, and that's it. You don't need a second one to just walk upstairs. I hate it. And I live in an apartment at fourth floor, the last one. So I have to walk 4 floors pretty much every time I go out. Yeah, now in this area, well, it doesn't look extremely developed, I would say, but also not that bad in the same place. But yeah, I have to say, not a huge fan of living here, but I seem worst. But last time where we was, probably was in Thailand. Yeah, I think was the last video that I make some street views, and even those, it looks far different, and we compare, like I say, two countries which have pretty much nothing in common. The one in Thailand probably was a bit better. Now probably this area is one of those new developed areas where they have new housing, but even in those new developed, you see they have water on the street, they have nice new homes. It looks nice, I don't like the fence, but the house is nice. The land is also, look at this guy have a nice yard here, and they have nothing on that, so they maintain very well. They are clearly working people. They don't live in the, let's say, in garbage, I would say. Look at this, streets are clean, even if it's, like I say, a new, I would say, probably it's a new developed area, or at least with new houses there. And it looks nice. Look at it, you see? The cars should stay in the yard, not on the street. Just, I hate it when I see them, but I get it. When you don't have a place, it is what it is. Not much you can do about it. Now I want to see this lake because it looks interesting, and I highly doubt that this is a bridge. Probably somebody on the ship make it, yeah. And they have cars on this one, so yeah. Probably this is the closest you can be to the beach here. So you have to make the most of them. Let's check with those 360. I don't think it's a park here, but it looks like, yeah, probably it's a park because there's no construction in that area. And that, I like it when they keep some space here, but clearly it's not the case because they have some construction very close to the edge of the lake. Oh yeah, pretty clean, nice, I would say. But if they keep that edge of the lake pretty much undeveloped, especially from, let's say, I don't know, at least 200-300 meters, that would be much better, I would say, for them. But it is what it is, I guess. Or maybe I am too exigent in that, in my opinion. But overall, yeah, they look nice. I'm looking for some nice point. If you see some beach or something like that, obviously an artificial one, but I'm not so sure I can find one here. Clearly it's a road, highway, no, not a highway, but a road nevertheless. Yeah, it is nice, I would say. Let's check this one real quick. Probably from someone's yard, who knows. No, it's a public space. Yeah, it's no swimming. Why? Oh no, it probably is swimming, and I don't know, swimming or not, I have no idea, but probably you can't swim, right? Don't feed the birds, I get that. Yeah, how can say you have a lake, you say no swimming? That's pretty much, that should be illegal, not to be allowed to swim, not to be pretty much judged because you swim in a lake. That's insane. Now I don't know exactly if they have a mountain area, probably here, but not that much. But let me check real quickly how. Yeah, not that great, but let's check it anyway, see how actually it is here. So I would say pretty much a flat country, not extremely flat, but also not with huge mountains from what I see here. Yeah, nice place. They don't live that bad, but again, now we go into the countryside, and as any country, that's gonna be pretty much a different story. Let me check this one, if you can find some mountains here in this region. I want to see this area, this small town. I have to call it small town, probably by the American viewers it's a village, but from the European standard it is a town nevertheless. Well, not bad, I would say. When this 2024, so very recently, I would say. Yeah, these houses again, I hate them. I have no idea why they build them like that. They are, I think they're stick one to each other. So if you have, they call it, I think in Europe they call it duplex or something like that, when you have a common wall with your neighbors. I call it pretty much fancy apartment, because if you have a wall that is common with your neighbor, you can call it an individual house, in my opinion. This is a fire escape stairs, I think, but look at this. The same communist era, I hate him. It looks absolutely horrible. This one on the other side looks much better, I would say, but again, still apartments. Yeah, on this area again, car on the streets, but again, pretty much nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this Google, why they make those stupid things, but we have some huge apartments there, huge buildings that I don't like it. Here in this area, again, this is a small town, obviously, and it doesn't look that bad, I have to say. I don't see if they have sewage. They have gas power, I would say. I'm not sure if they have water, but I don't see the sewage. They have a Skoda dealership. That's nice. Probably they have it, but I can't see it. Usually they have switch. Look at it. They have water and switch, so that's good. I always look for that. That's the highest sign of development, I would say. Skoda dealership or Skoda service, auto trade, whatever. Small town here is border with Ukraine, I think. Let me check that. I'm not sure. In this one, I'm not sure. No, probably it's not Ukraine. Probably it's Slovakia. Probably. I'm not gonna check one. We just see it. Let's go at the Romanian border. What they see? Probably a huge flat land, very close to the border. Clearly, it's gonna be a road. No houses around, but the road is nice. Again, a clean, nice country, I would say. Like I said, stay in this weird position. Hungary. It's not in the east. It's not in the west. The best we can say, it's in a center. It's a transit country, I would say. They used to be, like I said, like everyone else, everyone here in this region, a communist country. But this is nice. Look at this. Have some mountains there. You can have a house in the hills. That's nice. It's not gonna be Los Angeles like we saw in the video, but in the other videos that I make. But it's not bad, at least by this house standards. It's actually not bad at all. Let me check this one. Wow, actually I kind of like it. That one I don't like it. But look at this. We have a banana tree, I think this one is. So we have some exotic fruits here. That's not something that I would be pleased with them, but it is nice. That's a nice new house. They have new houses here too. Look, it's another one that's gonna be built here. I'm not sure how is the housing market, but again, I have to make a disclaimer here, I would say, or at least my opinion. When you have in a country population that's look at this house, very nice. When you have the population that's going down, the only high prices house, it has to be just in the biggest city or the second biggest cities, because otherwise, if you have even in those bigger cities population going down, the house market is gonna follow, because you're gonna see a lot of surplus in a few years when our parents are gonna die and we're gonna be left with 2 houses, or in other cases 3-4 houses, and you're gonna look to sell them. I have no idea what is this, but it looks nice here. We're gonna look to sell them, and you're gonna see you don't have a market for them, or have to just drop the price insanely to actually make some sense to someone else to buy it. You're gonna see a huge decrease in a housing market. I would say, this is my opinion, probably by 2050 you're gonna buy a house for who knows, a year worth of salary, I would say. But we're gonna see how that is gonna develop. So the best investment that I would recommend to anyone right now is just build your own house in the area that you actually like, how you like it. Again, if you have money and all that stuff, because otherwise, if you're looking for, what is this? Look at this wall. That's nice. I want to have one of those. Wow, that's super nice. If you have a house, let's say in a city that you already hate, but you buy it because you have the work clothes and all that stuff, trust me, it's not going to remain in the value. And probably if you pay, like, let's say 60,000 euros on a 50 square meter apartment, or 100,000 euros for the same apartment, probably is gonna worth at best half of that in the next, I don't know, 15-25 years. Again, it's my opinion, but it's got a housing market is gonna go down no matter what. When you have too many houses and too less people, this is the way it goes. Like I said, the best investment right now, I would say, just build your own house in the area that you like, how you like it, and probably gonna be more happy than any other investment that you made, because you're gonna live actually in a house that you actually enjoy living in it. And yeah, you have some money of that. Again, of course, I have no idea what it is, but it's a new building that I like how they look. So they have on some streets old ones, and on the other across the street a new nice one. Overall, I like it. I have to say, they look well maintained, pretty much every single house that I see it, even in those countryside. They have, though apartments are horrendous, I hate them, They have a small problem, I would say, even in those area. I'm not sure how much the population is here, but again, I kind of hate to see cars on the street. It's just my not driving on the street. I like cars driving on the street. I don't see them park on the street. It looks much more cleaner. You don't have cars park on the street. Like I say, cars should stay in your yard. It should be covered by the sun, so you can actually protect the car. If you have a hailstorm, you're not gonna be worried about that. It's not gonna be burned by the sun, the paint of the car. You're gonna keep it in much better shape. For those who living in a city, yeah, that's a huge pain. You pretty much have no choice. But those who have a house, and probably if you have the space in your house, in your yard, to make a garage or at least cover the car, that would be a much better, I would say, maintaining the car than just living outside in the street. If you can, I would say that would be a good investment, I would call it, because the car is pretty much what you're gonna use every day or almost every day, especially if you go to work with a car. So you have to maintain it extremely well, I would say. I am a car guy, so yeah, I would put that on the second most important thing on the list after the house itself. Clearly this area is not a good one, but again, they look pretty nice, I have to say. It's clean. Let's say the building's not that nice. That's how I say it's not a great area. The roads clearly are not in the best shape. That's interesting. It's a hotel, or what is that? Yeah, I don't like this one, but let's say it's a construction site, so yeah, I can be that picky about it. It looks nice. Yeah, decent from these areas, and keep in mind it's not the main city. Overall, now to finish this video, it looks pretty nice, I have to say, and I'm looking for the 360 on the mountains. Maybe we get lucky. I don't think we can. They have so many places, you can see here, just fully covered by this. We have a 360 here, maybe we get some luck. Clearly well developed in the Google Street View area. Yeah, we go pretty much in a forest here. Overall, I kind of like it. They look nice. They have that Budapest with a Danube river, I think, go across there with the lights, the bridges. It looks nice. I didn't look exactly how well they do in the money area. Let's call it the GDP per capita. Yeah, I think it's the nominal one, $22,000. Not that well, especially from the American standards once again. And the national income on a PP, no, I'm looking for the net gross domestic product, 212 billion. Yeah, pretty low, I would say, and the growth rate is on the minus. So yeah, doesn't look that well, but who knows, maybe they can pick up in the future. Overall, the land is nice. They maintain well their buildings, I would say. Even in the countryside, they have a decent architecture. You can see that they were the communist country. You cannot escape that, especially from this century, I would say. But overall, nice. I would say a nice place to see, at least to visit. Living there, yeah, probably not the best in Europe, at least. So yeah, probably if you are in Hungary, you're gonna go to work in Austria, in Germany, Italy, because you're pretty much gonna be close to home. I'm not sure how much it's gonna do from the borders you have. If you live in this town here, how much you're gonna do to, probably you're gonna have a better chance to find the work, better pay work in Austria, and make that road. Let's say if it's less than 100 kilometers, you can make that in less than 2 hours if you have a highway. So yeah, probably it's gonna be you're gonna find a better job in Austria, better pay than in Hungary. But overall, you can see from the landlocked country, not so bad. The land is nice. They maintain the building nice. They maintain the roads nice, clean streets, nice, like I say, nice bridges in the capital, nice architecture in that point. Obviously, ex-communist country, so you can escape that. But overall, I would say nice, well done.